A sad thing happened to my girlfriend last week. Her pet finch, Lorenzo, had passed on. I told my girlfriend how sorry I was about the loss of Lorenzo. Was it natural causes? I asked her. No, she said. It was something far worse. My girlfriend started to cry. I consoled her for an hour while she wept. How did Lorenzo die? I asked her when her tears had stopped. Fortunately, Lorenzo's death was painless, my girlfriend said. I can comfort myself with that knowledge. I remembered Lorenzo well. He was a bright and cheerful finch, and his plumage was remarkably vibrant. Tell me what happened, I said. My girlfriend broke down in tears once again. The tears flowed down her cheeks and droplets fell to the floor. I allowed my girlfriend time to grieve. While she mourned Lorenzo's death, I thought about Lorenzo. Lorenzo was always celebrating life's joys. Lorenzo dazzled me every day I spent with him. I could never forget a bird as beautiful and wonderful as Lorenzo. I needed to know how Lorenzo had met his tragic end. When my girlfriend had recovered from her grief, I asked her again about Lorenzo. What took that lovely soul from this earth? I asked her. It went like this, my girlfriend said. On the morning Lorenzo died, my girlfriend said, I felt great. I was reading a book called Love Comes from the Heart. I was getting to the end of the book when I heard Lorenzo's familiar chirp. I went to his cage and I opened up the little door. He flew around the room before he settled back on his perch. I told Lorenzo how happy he seemed. At that point, I realized that the day was a very hot one. I wondered if Lorenzo might be a little warm, so I took my standing blow fan and I put it next to Lorenzo's cage. I switched it on, I sat back down and I continued reading. The book was riveting. When I finished the last page, I looked up to see how Lorenzo was doing. To my horror, I saw that Lorenzo was stuck between the bars of the cage. I cried out and I leapt to my feet. I ran to the cage. In a panic, I asked Lorenzo if he was all right. Then, I realized that the blow fan was gusting air towards the cage. I hurriedly switched it off. I saw that I had accidentally set the fan to super turbo. Poor Lorenzo, he must have felt like a hapless object being hurled around inside a hurricane. I was shocked by my girlfriend's story, and I wasn't sure what to say. I decided the best thing to do was to offer up some words of tribute to Lorenzo. Lorenzo, his colour and his song will be missed, but Lorenzo will be remembered forever, I said. My girlfriend buried Lorenzo in a special place. At the funeral, I gave a eulogy to commemorate Lorenzo and his life. Lorenzo was a beautiful bird in this world. We must all remember Lorenzo as what he was. I ask the angels in heaven to welcome Lorenzo and to pray for my girlfriend in her time of grief. In my thoughts, Lorenzo is still happy and joyful. May you rest in peace forever, dear Lorenzo. After the funeral, my girlfriend hugged me. It's no one's fault, I said quietly. If anything, we should blame the manufacturer of the standing blow fan for putting a super turbo booster setting on the fan. My girlfriend cried for a long time.